Today, I want to share 7 outfits that I am absolutely sure I will never wear again. It may sound a bit strong, because I rarely use the phrase never, but this time I truly believe it. These are styling choices I won't go back to, and I'll explain exactly why. Of course, if you still love these looks, feel free to wear them. Everyone has their own taste and their own life. I live my life, you live yours. But for me, these outfits have reached the point where they deserve to be retired. The first look I will never wear again, even though it's extremely trendy right now, is a short jacket paired with a long dress. Especially dresses meant for dinner, parties, or dressy evening occasions. I see this combination everywhere on Instagram and across all kinds of what-to-wear articles, street-style features, and fashion publications. Usually, it's younger women wearing long, elegant dresses with a short jacket on top, sometimes a windbreaker, sometimes a bomber jacket, and I genuinely think it looks great on them. It really does. I look at it and think it's cute, it's cool, but for me, it's not. With long, beautiful dresses, especially evening dresses, I find that a long coat creates a much better balance overall. It feels more elegant, more refined, and more appropriate for the occasion. If you're wearing a long dress to a dinner party, a restaurant, or somewhere a bit more formal, the outer layer is no longer just something you throw on. It becomes part of the outfit. Sometimes the coat is the outfit. A long coat worn with a long dress looks cohesive, fluid, and graceful. And it makes me feel like it elevates my entire presence. I say this because I used to do the opposite. In my 20s, I had a familiar habit. The outfit underneath would be beautiful. The dress itself would look great, but I'd throw on a random short jacket over it. I even remember one jacket that was missing a button, and I still wore it, still went out, still thought it was fine. Looking back now, it makes me laugh. It's like having a beautiful piece of jewelry, but storing it in an ugly box. I eventually realized that with evening outfits, a coat isn't just about warmth. It's the first thing people see. It's the first impression, and if it doesn't fit the look, it drags down the entire outfit, no matter how beautiful the dress underneath may be. So for me now, the formula is simple. A beautiful long dress goes with a long coat. It feels more mature, more elegant, and more appropriate for the setting. That's the first outfit combination I won't return to. The second one is a formula I used to wear almost every day. It wasn't something I planned out intentionally. It was just a habit. A loose, soft, comfortable top. A pair of comfortable jeans. And flat shoes or sandals that were as comfortable as possible. As long as I had those 3 things, I was good. Comfort was the #1 priority. Honestly, the only priority. The result was outfits that weren't exactly terrible, but they didn't do me any favors either. They didn't flatter my shape, didn't look polished, and had no real focal point. More importantly, they made me feel off. I think many of you know this feeling. You're not ugly, but when you look in the mirror, you don't look fresh. You don't look bright. You don't feel confident. I stayed stuck in that cycle for a long time, dressing only for comfort, then not liking what I saw, then feeling reluctant to go out, and then choosing the easiest, most comfortable clothes again. It's a very subtle trap, but once you're in it, it's hard to notice. That feeling is actually what inspired me to start creating content for my channel. I know so many women go through the same thing. We fall into the habit of choosing 100% comfort, and then suddenly we realize we're not happy with how we look. Comfort still matters to me. It's important, but I no longer want comfort that feels like giving up. I want to be comfortable and still feel like I'm showing up in my life with intention and self-respect. So now, if I want a casual jeans outfit that's still comfortable, I make a few small adjustments. I still wear comfortable jeans, but I usually tuck my top in. It's such a small change, yet it instantly makes the outfit feel more put together. And I choose flat shoes with a nice shape, like loafers. For example, the Tory birch loafers I own. It took me a long time to find loafers that were both stylish and truly comfortable, because many look great but hurt your feet. Once I found the right pair, they became my secret weapon for casual days. The best part is that I'm just as comfortable as before, but I feel better about how I look. I feel more confident. When I was filming, I actually put on one of the outfits I no longer wear, then changed into one I would wear now, and I noticed the difference immediately. Even just being at home, my mood shifted right away. It felt like I was showing myself a little more respect simply by dressing a bit more intentionally. And on days when I don't want to tuck my top in, I still have other options. I'll wear high-waisted pants and pair them with a boxy, cropped top. That intentional cropped shape makes your proportions look cleaner and taller while still being comfortable. Or, if I'm wearing a top designed to be worn untucked, like a longer sweater, I balance it with a slimmer fitting pair of jeans, a long, soft, beautiful sweater paired with more streamlined jeans just makes sense visually. It has rhythm and balance. I've learned that balance is the most important element of an outfit. With my old formula, everything was loose, soft, and effortless, so the whole look felt unintentional. Now, I still prioritize comfort, but I make sure there's a focal point. Maybe the waist is defined with a tuck. Maybe the proportions are balanced with high-waisted pants. Maybe the shape is elevated with a great pair of shoes. Or maybe the silhouette is refined with slimmer jeans. Another thing I rarely did before, but now do regularly, is adding accessories. Just a necklace, a pair of earrings, a few rings, or a watch. You don't need all of them. Even one or two pieces can make an outfit feel finished. Sometimes adding a belt alone is enough to make the whole look feel intentional. Now I want to talk about a different category. These aren't outfits exactly, but rather visual habits I used to have and will never repeat. For example, walking into a room with my hands in my pockets. It sounds harmless, and some people even think it looks relaxed or cool. But in reality, it sends a very different signal. It can make you appear closed off or defensive and can subconsciously create distance between you and others. Similarly, I will never again try to win an argument by talking more. The more you talk, the more power you lose. I learned this not from fashion, but from studying communication and human psychology. If this sounds counterintuitive to what you've always believed, I genuinely recommend looking into People Intelligence by Vanessa Van Edwards and The Art of Negotiation by Chris Voss. These are courses I took through Masterclass. Masterclass sponsored this video, but honestly, I use it as a replacement for mindless social media scrolling. Instead of endlessly scrolling without purpose, I listen to short, digestible lessons while doing my makeup, drinking my morning coffee, or driving to the grocery store. It makes me feel like I'm investing in myself rather than wasting time. Back to the next outfit I will never wear again. Ankle boots with short dresses, mini skirts or shorts. I wore this look quite a lot around 2015 when it was trendy and everywhere. But looking back now, I truly don't understand why I thought it looked good. This type of boot cuts the leg at a very awkward point. Your legs get visually segmented. The skirt already cuts at the thigh, and then the ankle boot cuts again at the ankle. The overall effect is choppy and lacks flow. I love knee-high boots with dresses or mini skirts because they elongate the leg and create continuity. I also love sandals with shorts. But ankle boots with short hems just don't work for me. They make the feet look heavy and visually drag the body down. That's another look I won't return to. Another combination I avoid is wearing light, airy outfits like flowy spring dresses with heavy black shoes. I've mentioned this many times on my channel, but it's worth repeating. Nude shoes, or shoes close to your skin tone or the color of the outfit, are far more elongating and cohesive. Heavy black shoes with a light dress look like a dark dot at the bottom of the outfit. They pull the eye downward and disrupt the softness of the look. For me, it creates a clear imbalance. Another outfit I can confidently say I'll never wear again is white jeggings or tight white skinny jeans. I wore them before, and I clearly remember photos from around 2016 or 2018. White jeans taught me a hard lesson. You can have the exact same style, size, and brand in blue denim and white, and they will look completely different. White often makes everything look bigger, tighter, and far less flattering, even though on paper it's the same garment. I once had a pair of Quince jeans that I loved in blue. They were one of my favorites during the summer. I bought the same pair in white and hated them immediately. I looked puffy, heavy, and nothing like myself. From that point on, I set a rule for myself. With white jeans, I either size up or choose a style that isn't clingy. It can fit at the hips, but it shouldn't be tight from the thighs down. Right now, my favorite white jeans are from J. Crew. They have a structured fit, aren't clingy, and don't make me feel poured into them. Another outfit I don't see myself returning to, simply because I'm getting older and not younger, is the head-to-toe skin-tight look that was very popular in the early 2010 seconds. Tight, skinny jeans, a tight top, high heels, everything snug. I'm not saying it looks bad on everyone, but it doesn't work for me anymore. It feels dated, uncomfortable, and restrictive. I still like fitted clothing, but selectively. If I wear a fitted top, I'll pair it with wide leg pants. If my pants are more fitted, my top will be looser. Tight everywhere just isn't for me anymore. Not because I'm modest or anything like that, but because I don't want to feel restricted. I want to sit, stand, walk, eat, and laugh without constantly thinking about whether something feels tight. Then there's another very familiar outfit, one I wore during my phase of